Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Satchidananda Rupaya Vishvotpatyadi Hetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishna Yavayam Numaha Shri Krishna Yavayam Numaha Shri Krishna Yavayam Numaha. So we had already, okay, whatever it is. Na sato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate sataha ubhayorapi drishtontaha tvanayos tattvadarshibhihi. And in this 16th verse, which was in the second chapter of the Bhagavad Gita or Jnaneshwari, and here we were looking at 16th verse. The non-existent, the existent does not exist, nor the existent ceases. The nature of both is discerned by the seer of truth. So, who is this Tattvadarshibhihi? Who is this person, the Tattva, who has had the direct perception of the truth? For him, both, he is very clear. What is that? That that which is asat, it does not continue to eternity. It ends because it is limited, it is finite, and that which is sat, that which is the truth, that never ceases to be. And in this way, and they are absolutely clear as regards the nature of this. Arey, kahan gaya yaar? As regards the truth, and as a result, where are we? And because their delusion has been removed, O Arjuna, look at the world through the eyes of the wise people. See, so when we are in a classroom, we want to understand from the point of view of the teacher. Similarly, in scriptures also, we must try to understand the subject matter from the eyes of the Guru Maharaj. And who is the Guru Maharaj here? Jnaneshwari Maharaj. Who is the Guru Maharaj? Bhagwan himself. So, this was the first instruction that our Swamiji gave us. Do not wear the shoes of Arjuna. You will remain in the limitations. If you want to understand Bhagavad Gita, wear the shoes of the Lord. Then you will have a clear picture of all the yogas, of all the levels of understanding. Everything will be crystal clear. And when we take that position and look at the world through the eyes of the wise people, for that we need satsang. And then when listening to them, we give up the delusion and grief and all pairs of opposites are given up or grown out of, because all pairs of opposites, shitoshna sukha dukkheshu, heat, cold, hunger, thirst, likes, dislikes, joys, sorrows, praise, insult, all these come and go. Nothing is permanent. And we are disturbed by that which is not permanent. So what does wise man do? He discards all these opposites, because they do not have any stability. We are in the game of recognizing that which is steady, stable, unchanging, and and this, oh Arjuna, you understand this. So the reason this was told, remember, we are in the verses where the Lord is explaining the highest truth to Arjuna, and Arjuna was in crisis. So he's saying here, there is no point being serious about small things in life. Keep your attention on the big picture. And in this way, who is Tattva-darshina? Tattva-darshina is not belated wisdom. Tattva-darshi are those wise people to whom, it can be you, everyone. When you cook, you are Tattva-darshi, because you don't have to think. Hand goes, puts whatever amount is required automatically. So Tattva-darshi is for whom wisdom is available at the moment it is required, without any delay. Then, and in this way, now we enter into the 17th verse. What is delayed wisdom? If knowledge or wisdom is not available right now, when it is required, if it comes only after some time, then what is such a person called? He's called a philosopher. He is not a wise man. Then it becomes a philosophy, because it's afterwards. Yeah? Truth is present here and now. And continuing in the 17th verse, Avinashi tu tad vidhi, Avinashi tu tad vidhi, Yena sarvamedam tatam, Yena sarvamedam tatam, Vinashamavyyasyasya, Vinashamavyyasyasya, न कश्चित् कर्तुम् अर्हति, न कश्चित् कर्तुम् अर्हति. Together, अविनाशि तु तद्विद्धि येन सर्वमिदं ततं, विनाशमव्ययस्यास्य न कश्चित् कर्तुम् अर्हति. Correct, na? So here he says, English, 17th verse. Know that to be destructible, on which this whole world is strung, nor can anyone bring about the destruction of this immutable self. So, avinashi tu tadvidhi yena sarvamidam tatam. Whatever is the substratum of, or the foundation of this whole sarvamidam, whatever, everything, or everything that we know is this or that, isn't it? And all this, the idam means aham and idam. Aham is I, the subject, idam is the object. So all objectivity, can it exist by itself? No. It has to have a substratum. It has to have a foundation. What is the essence of that? That is that Avinashi principle, that is that indestructible, irreducible principle. And therefore he says here, know that to be indestructible, on which this whole world is strung. And I think we did this verse, but anyway, and this verse will be explained in detail in the 7th chapter, where the Sutre Manigana Iva topic will come. I think that's all the 7th verse or something like that. And this foundation, just like you can break the melt the ornament, but the name and form of the ornament is lost or can be created, but gold cannot be created and gold cannot be lost when you melt the ornament. Similarly, the waves come out of the water, waves go back to the water, but water per se does not become more or less because of appearance and disappearance of waves. So also the mud, you can use the mud to make pots. The pots can be made or broken, but the mud continues to be mud whether pots exist or they don't. देखे सारा सार विचारिता भ्रांति ते पाही असारता तरी सारते स्वभावता नित्य जाणे हा लोकत्रयाकारू तो जयाचा विस्तारू तेथ नाम वर्ण आकारू चिन्ह नाही जो सर्वदा सर्वगतु जन्मक्षयातीतु तया केलिया ही घातु कदा नो हे. He says, if you think over it, you will realize that what is essential, inessential is illusory. Another word for inessential, you have to think out of the box. Everything that is useful in life. This laptop is useful, this cup is useful, this phone is useful, this stand is useful, this sofa is useful, this table is useful, this body is useful, this breath is useful. Anything that you can use, it is not the truth. See, useful has to, only the phenomena is useful. We give it a status of usefulness. But what happens, because we find it useful, we start getting attached to that useful object or person or wealth, and then keep living for that only. If you think over it, you will realize that what is essential is illusory. What is useful is illusory. What is inessential is illusory. And what is essential is eternal by nature. So, can you play in water? You will drown, but you can play with play in the waves. Can you wear gold? No, you can wear only ornament. Can you carry mud everywhere? No, but you can carry the mud as a pot, use it as a container for water or storage of things. Again, usefulness. So whatever is the substratum is eternal in nature, continuous, without any break. It is not, the essence is not the phenomena. That from which these three worlds have sprung is not marked by name, color or form. It is all pervasive and transcends birth and death. Even if one wishes to destroy it, it cannot be destroyed. Whom are we talking about? We are talking about that substratum. We are talking about that. Here the verse, what was the verse? Avinashi, that Avinashi principle, that which is the foundation, that which is the substratum of everything. And here it says that where all the three states, the waking, dream and deep sleep, you can include samadhi also, they come and go, but the one who knows these 3 or 4 states coming and going, he does not come and go. He is continuous. And he is without any name, color or form. And what is his nature? Here it was told, sarvamidam tatam, and it is all pervasive by nature and transcends birth and death. Vinasham avyayasya. Avyaya means parts. The parts come and go, but that which is supporting all the parts. What is the parts? The various wave are the parts. The various colors of the moon are the parts. The day and night are the parts due to the sun. In this way, the parts come and go, but the substratum does not go. Even if one wishes to destroy it, it cannot be destroyed. That which cannot be known because it has got no color, it has got no form, it has got no attributes, because it is the essence, and therefore it is eternal, and that which is eternal is all pervasive, and that which is all pervasive cannot be destroyed. And in this way, and just like the space in which accommodates the entire phenomena of air, fire, water, earth, and the admixture of all of them, the trees, the animals, the human beings, etc., etc. The fire is there, but none of the elements can affect the space. Man, if he takes a sword, I'll cut this, I'll cut that, but he cannot cut the space. He cannot burn the space. He cannot blow away the space. He cannot wet the space. And in this way, Brahman is that Avinashi principle is that Brahman which cannot be, which is pervading the whole space also. So remember, I think it was in this class only last week, the Bhutakash, which is the gross space of the waking world, which accommodates the whole universe. So why does it accommodate the whole universe? So in one go, if you want to know the whole waking universe, how do you come to know? By focusing on the space. That's all you have to do. The whole world will be yours. Who knows the space as space? You know space as space. How do you know it? Because you have a mind. How do you know it? Through the mind, as the thought space appears in the mind space. See? Then where is the mind space coming from? It is coming from the conscious space. And in this way, you trace back and eventually come to know that the mind space is the so mind is also coming and going. How? At least as an individual we can say. Why? Because we experience one type of mind in waking, one type of mind in dream, and no mind in deep sleep. See? So what is the cause of these three? It is that conscious space. So nobody can destroy this eternal presence. And in this way, the reality which is known as Brahman, it can never get corrupted. Water can never get corrupted by the coming and going of the waves. Gold cannot get corrupted by coming and going of the ornaments. Similarly, the reality, the Brahman, does not get corrupted from its essential nature, just like the body. When we talk about body, it is one body. We don't talk about various parts. So whether one part is functioning or not functioning, body continues to be body, isn't it? Same way. So in this Brahman, in this Avinashi principle, there is no there is no loss or reduction. Uh, and in this way, so what is that which is constantly changing from its essential nature? What is that which is constantly changing from its essential nature? What is essential nature? Water. What is constantly changing? Waves. What is essential nature? Gold. What is constantly changing? Ornament. So here the question that is asked is, well, this is the question, and with that we come to the 18th verse. Antavanta ime deha. Antavanta ime deha. Ta ime deha nityasyokta sharirinaha. Nityasyokta sharirinaha. Anashino prameyasya. Anashino prameyasya. Tasmad yudhyasva bharata. Tasmad yudhyasva bharata. Together. Antavanta ime deha nityasyokta sharirinaha anashino prameyasya tasmad yudhyasva bharata. In the 18th verse he says, what are said to be perishable are these bodies of the self, which is indestructible, inscrutable, eternal. Therefore fight, O Arjuna. The verse says, 18th, Ani sharira jata aghave he nashivanta swabhave manauni tuva zhunjave Pandukumara. Only one line for him. Thus Arjuna, only these bodies are by nature destructible, therefore fight. What are the bodies? The bodies are the waking body, the dream body, and the no body. so just like the moment we have the correct knowledge, the moment we have our knowledge becomes complete, meaning the moment we have Sat Buddhi, that very moment the mirage waters stop having an effect on us. Understand what we are saying? Otherwise, what will happen? What happens in desert? People travel hundreds of miles in search of water, and the mirage tells them there is an oasis there, and they are following that mirage, and there is nothing there. And what is mirage? That which appears but actually is not there. So is this body there? It appears to be there, but actually it is not there. This world of all names and forms appears to be there, but actually is not there. And we are running after it. There is nothing in this relative world which we can catch and hold. We cannot. We have not been able to hold our body. Otherwise, if we could have, we would have remained a teenage or a youth for the rest of our life. So, what is this Sadbuddhi? Sadbuddhi is, when it happens, your eyes are seeing the waves, but you know it is all water. Your eyes are seeing the pots, but you know it is mud. And therefore, you do not get caught up in the phenomena. Phenomena meaning that which appears but actually is not there. What is that which appears but is not there? That which is changing, that which is finite, that which is limited, that which is conditioned. Oh, so I am conditioned. Yeah, you are conditioned, but your attention is on the conditioning. What is conditioning which is coming and going? Age is coming and going, breath is coming and going, thoughts are coming and going, convictions are coming and going, emotions are coming and going, the hunger is coming and going, vision is coming and going. Everything that is coming and going is phenomena. So don't get too carried away. Because So for common man at present, the person thinks this body is real, but we have to change. When we come to a satsang, we inquire into it, and we find that our body is not real. Then what happens? We continue to live in the body, but our attention, our intention is not to be the body, but to be that which is expressing through the body. What is that is expressing through the body? You bring your attention to that. And you slowly, first you will say, oh, it is the breath that is expressing through the body. Then you will say it is the mind which is expressing through the body. Then you will realize, array, the mind also, waking, dream and deep sleep are coming and going. So who is that who knows? So slowly, systematically when we analyze, we come to the correct. And this is what is called antavanta. Antavanta means that which ends in destruction. Anta means conclusion, end. Antavanta, that which ends in conclusion or destruction. So this body is that which concludes. It will get destroyed one day. So don't focus on it. Why? So who is wise? The one who lives through this body but is not enslaved by the body. His attention is on the. Then come to the dream state. In the dream also, don't get carried away by the dream. Don't talk about the dream. Don't try to find think that the dreams are the answers to some of your issues of life. Don't fool yourself. And therefore, even the dream also, the dream body also concludes after some time. Therefore, it is also antavanta. Therefore, and here it is told, it was told, anashino aprameyasya tasmad yudhyasva bharata nityas yokta sharirinaha. And all these three bodies belong to the Supreme Self. Without the substratum of the Supreme Reality, these three bodies cannot come and go. And what is the Supreme Self? It is Nitya, it is eternal. And therefore, because that which is eternal is never destroyed. And that which cannot be destroyed and that which is eternal can never be objectified. That which is eternal, which is supporting, which is the support, which is the foundation of the waking, dream and deep sleep, it cannot be objectified. These are some subtle points that we need to remember when we are doing our sadhana, or when we find ourselves in a meditative poise. Don't keep searching, who am I, who am I, pagal hai kya, who am I? Don't try to objectify it. Continuing, we go to the next verse. One more thing that we need to remember here is the Atma, or the substratum, is neither the it does not do anything and it is not the doer of anything. Atma is just Atma, that you are. Then who is this? That is not our. Here we are talking only about the highest good, that ultimate. So Arjuna is being given the instruction that in and through you is the Atma, that which is all pervasive, and it is not the doer. And what was Arjuna saying? I will kill these people, I will go to hell, I will get demerit points, blah 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 blah. For whom I am doing, for whom I will win the kingdom for, when nobody is to share. So he is this crisis came because he became the doer. He became the feeler. He became the thinker, but in a wrong way in the battlefield. So that disposition of Arjuna has to be corrected, and therefore the Lord is telling that this Atma is free from all shoka moha. Are we affected by the shoka moha, grief and delusion? Understand, immediately the ego has come. It is only for the individual ego that the shoka moha is there. Because you have accepted some speciality about yourself, and therefore that speciality, that I am a father, I am a mother, I am a sannyasi, I am a teacher, and how can they behave like this, how can they talk to me, you hurt. It is that ego. You have to become insult proof as a seeker. So how this Atma is neither the karma or the karta is told in our next verse. In the 19th verse it says, Ya enam vetti hantaram, ya enam vetti hantaram, yaschainam manyate hatam, yaschainam manyate hatam, ubhau tau na vijanito, ubhau tau na vijanito, nayam hanti na hanyate, nayam hanti na hanyate. Together, ya enam vetti hantaram, yaschainam manyate hatam, ubhau tau na vijanito, nayam hanti na hanyate. Here he says in the 90th, he who thinks this self to be the killer and he who thinks this killed, both of them do not know the self, because the self neither kills nor it is killed. This is the instruction being given to pacify the fear, the sense of guilt that Arjuna was feeling of the outcome of the war. Now, don't think about Arjuna now. You think about yourself. So, not he who. Here, he is saying he who. But you apply it on yourself. Are you thinking like that? That I'll die one day? That I'm getting old? That I'm losing my memory? That the muscles are getting wasted? If your thinking is going in that way, you will die. Then where should our attention be? On this fact that the self that I am, the one who is expressing through this body, not only this physical body, but also through the waking, dream and the deep sleep, and this Atma neither gets killed nor kills anyone, and therefore it is eternal. Here he says, Tu dharuni dehabhimanate didhisuni sharirate me marita he marate manatu ahasi tari arjuna tu he nenasi zari tatvata vicharisi tari vadhita tu navesi he vadhyanavati. He says, you identify yourself with your body and others with their bodies and think that you will kill and the Kauravas will be killed without knowing the truth. You are coming to this conclusion that you will kill and they will be killed. If you think properly, you will realize that you are not the killer and they are not the ones to be killed. So what do you mean by you think properly? Come to a satsang where your conclusions of life about yourself, about the world, about the God, about your relationship with God and world and yourself is shaken up thoroughly. And you got no choice, na ghar ka na ghat ka uske baad. And then you come, अरे यार सच्ची में body is changing. I am unnecessarily thinking I am the body. Huh? He who thinks that the Atma which is embodied is the killer, and the other who thinks that when the body is killed, Atma is killed, that the person is killed, both of them are fools, because none of them know what the truth is, because they consider themselves to be the doer. One is the doer of killing, he's the killer, and the other is feeling, I am poor me, I am not strong enough, I am getting killed. And it is not only killer and killed by way of sword and war and everything. Disease also kills. Many times when people speak to me, I keep saying this. They say, Swamiji, I am very sick. I am very sick. If you can say that statement, but don't identify with that statement. If you are clear that body is sick, then you say body is sick. Then you have separated yourself from the body. You are the substratum. But or you can use I am sick in the sense, and you know that it is the body you are talking about. And when the push comes to a shove, you know that I am not the body. But for communication purposes, sometimes you say that. So what is the true nature of aham is not known by the killer or the killed. Both of them don't know what aham stands for. See, in Panchadashi it comes Gaunatma, Mithyatma, Mukhyatma. Gaunatma is the father, mother, daughter, sister, uncle, aunts, etc. Mithyatma is the Jivatma, which is the conditioned consciousness which is expressing through this body, which has accepted I am the body. In Gaunatma, it had accepted some object and created a relationship with some object. And with reference to that object, it started defining itself. With reference to wife, he started defining himself as man. With reference to children, he started defining himself as father, and so on. When he drops all those virtual relationships, he comes to the body. Acha, what is this body? With this reference to this body, oh, waking body, I am the waker, dream body, I am the dreamer, and in deep sleep, I am the deep sleeper. Again, there is the reference. So sometimes he is the waker I, sometimes he is the dreamer I, sometimes he is the sleeper I. He doesn't know that. After waking up, he says. But all these, so this is the Mithyatma. And who are you actually? Mukhyatma. Mukhyatma is that which is ever. So those who are addicted to the activities of the body, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to take that, I have to, If I don't do this, what will happen to the body? If I don't do this, what will happen? You decide, you want to maintain the body or you want to know the truth or be the truth. Know and be is one. And we keep deflecting our attention because the Atma, the self that I essentially am, cannot be objectified. Therefore, I tend to lose the plot and tend to lose the plot and go to that which is the next. Where what is can be objectified? Thoughts can be objectified, breath can be objectified, body can be objectified, objects of the world can be objectified, and I keep creating a relation identification with something in order to, again the word is to complete myself. The only reason I am creating a relationship is to complete myself. And why I want to complete myself? Because I cannot objectify the self, the aham. Therefore, and what is that mukhyatma? It is complete. You are already complete. But because you don't know it, because you have forgotten it, because you cannot see it objectively, that is the delusion in which we are stuck right now, and therefore we keep creating contacts with others. Therefore it is told here, ya enam vetti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam ubhau tav na vijanito nayam hantina hanyate. Atma is neither killed nor the killer, as it cannot undergo any modifications of karta or on whom karma falls. Karma falls on whom? On the doer. Who is the doer? Who is the doer? Who considers himself to be the body. Body, all the three bodies, gross, subtle and causal. And in this way, what is the expression of ego? Ego expresses as karta and bhokta. In English, they are doer. And why do you do something? To enjoy. So the ego expresses as the doer and the enjoyer. And why is that? Because he has accepted himself to be the body. Ego does not exist. Ego is as much as this body is a phenomena, ego is also a phenomena. Okay. So how this Atma is without modifications is now told. And what is that? That maybe it is not the killer and it cannot kill, cannot kill. Maybe it commits suicide. Third possibility. So Atma is not the killer. Atma cannot be killed. Maybe it destroys itself. So that third possibility also will be removed here. And these are the famous verses that you have heard before. Two verses, 20 and 21. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित् न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे वेदा विनाशिनं नित्यं वेदा विनाशिनं नित्यं य एनम् अजमव्ययं य एनम् अजमव्ययं कथं स पुरुषः पार्थ कथं स पुरुषः पार्थ कं घातयति हन्तिकं कं घातयति हन्तिकं. टुगेदर. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे वेदा विनाशिनं नित्यं य एनम् अजमव्ययं कथं स पुरुषः पार्थ कं घातयति हन्तिकम्. He says in the 20th and 21st verse, he is never born, nor does he die, nor having been, he will ever cease to be. Unborn, ajam, unborn, eternal, everlasting, and ancient. He is not killed when the body is killed. We are talking about you. We are not talking about Arjuna. We are not talking about grandfather. That is message to Arjuna. Arjuna can think that way. But here we are talking about ourselves and our those who are we are associated with. Just now I went to Sydney. One of my classmates told we were in 8, 9, 10th, 11th, 12th together. And he is suffering from liver cancer. Doctors have given up. He can die anytime. Tomorrow also the news can come. And when I went there, he says, Swamiji, please do something, do some magic. अपना हाथ इधर लगाओ, अपना हाथ उधर लगाओ. क्यों? I want some more extra days. I want to spend time with my children and my grandchildren. See? He's there. For last so many months he's there. They come sometimes, they don't spend all the time. He wants that extra time. What will he do by that extra time? Still think only. He's not going to be able to go to States or to Canberra to meet his children and grandchildren. But this lalsa, that I wish I had extra week, I wish I had extra days. Why? I don't want to die. Body dying is equal to me dying. Body getting a disease is equal to I am getting the disease. Body hungry is equal to I am hungry. See, big problem. He who knows him, thus that is the self, to be indestructible, unborn, eternal, and immutable, how can such a person, O Partha, kill anyone or have anyone killed through somebody? That means everything is just going on in this creation. Everything is just going on. Is a wave a cause for some other wave's death? Is the out-breath the cause for the in-breath's death? Hey, pagal. But this is how we think. What to do? जैसे स्वप्नामाजी देखिजे ते स्वप्नीची साच आपजे मग चेवनिया पाहिजे तव काही नाही तैसी हे जाण माया तू भ्रम तू आहासी वाया शस्त्रे हाणितलिया छाया जैसी आंगीन रूपे का पूर्ण कुंभ उलंडला तेथ बिंबाकारु दिसे भ्रंशला परिभानु नाही नासला तया सवे नातरी मठी आकाश जैसे मठाकृती अवतरले असे तो भंगलिया आपैसे स्वरूपची तैसे शरीराच्या लोपी सर्वथा नाशु नाही स्वरूपी म्हणवनी तू हे नारोपी भ्रांती बापा. He says, what we see in a dream, we think that true in sleep, but when we wake up, nothing that we saw in sleep lasts. This is truth. But they are very, very intelligent people, those who try to work out their life based on the dream. They think that is a cue of what is going to happen in their life. All stupid. So what is here? When we see in a dream what we think, everyone dreams the dream as a waking experience. Nobody dreams a dream as a dream. Everyone, when the person is going through the dream, he thinks it is a waking experience. But when we wake up, that means when the dream breaks and we wake up, nothing that we saw in sleep lasts instantaneously. 2, 3, 5 seconds, everything is forgotten. You can't even remember the color, the form, the name, the circumstances, the house, the wife, the children, how you look like, what was your name. Nothing you remember. Just as if, likewise, all this is an illusion and you are unnecessarily confused. Just like that dream is an illusion, O Arjuna, this waking world is also nothing but a dream. It's a waking dream. It's an illusion. It's a phenomena. Everything is just just like some molecules of water have come together to form a wave, only to be going their way after some time. So some molecules in this creation of space, air, fire, water, earth, they have come together and a body is formed. Just like some molecules of water have come together and formed the clouds. Cloud is continuously changing and eventually first it grows, then it disappears. Similarly, this body grows and it will disappear. Do we give any heed to the cloud? Do we cry because the wave has vanished? But we are intelligent, that if this body dies, we are going to cry. We are going to have an emotional turmoil, like Arjuna is having a crisis on his hands. So everything is an illusion. Therefore, O Arjun, you are unnecessarily confused about being the killer and your grandfather, teacher, etc. to be killed. Just as if you strike the shadow of a person, you do not hit his body, or if you break an earthen jar filled with water, the sun's reflection in it disappears, but the sun is not destroyed with it. So here examples are taken. The mud is the jar, the earthen pot with water in it. So here he says, just as first example is the shadow. If you hit the shadow, are you hitting the body? Shadow. Can you see a shadow? Yes. Is there something called shadow? No. Eyes are seeing it, but actually there is nothing called a shadow. It's only effect of light. So when you kick a shadow, you're not kicking the person. Second example, if you break an earthen pot filled with water, when the pot is broken, the water spills away, the reflection of the sun which was there in the earthen pot, it vanishes. Are you going to cry? No, where has the reflected sun gone? You will not cry for it. Will you? Similarly, but so you will not look for the reflected sun, and secondly, the sun, the original sun, is not affected by one pot breaking or two pot breaking or many pots breaking. The reflected sun is lost, but the original sun continues to be original sun without any blemish, without any reduction. But the sun is not destroyed with it. Or even if the monastery is pulled down, the space inside it, which is of the same form, remains intact in its original form. The fourth example, that a monastery, an ashram, or this house, which is, if it is pulled down, demolished, does the space from this house travel somewhere to meet the total space? Or it continues to be where it is? Same way, even if the body is destroyed, the self does not perish. So when this body, when this form deteriorates and vanishes or killed, the self which is pervading this body, expressing through this body, was conditioned by this body, but the self by nature is independent. We have already seen that. And when the body perishes, the self does not perish. When the body is destroyed, the self is not destroyed. Therefore, O friend, do not get deluded by mere appearances. So don't take the phenomena to be real. Keep your attention on the real principle. And what is that real principle? Which does not come and go. Now find out what does not come and go. Do your inquiry. And in this way, by this mantra, all the 6 modifications, birth, growth, disease, decay, death, these are the 6 modifications. These are rejected, and that the Atma is not born, and nor the Atma dies, and thus when the first modification was birth and the last modification was death, with these 2 out of these 6, the first and the last, both are rejected, and therefore the Atma is neither born nor it dies. Therefore, because this Atma first having born, and then due to this he doesn't again take birth and die. In short, it's not subjected to repeated births and deaths. So where is this idea that reincarnation theory and life after death theory and all these principles and that becomes the norm. So we don't want to think of the Atmic principle that I am, the Aham is that Atma which is neither born nor dies, it is eternal. No. We are more interested, हमने तो बहुत पाप किया, I had done too many sins, I think I'll be born again, but I did lot of good also, so I'll our focus is on the continuation. That continuous principle is the Atma. But what are we doing? That continuity of Atma, we are superimposing it on the individuality or on the body. So when this body goes, I will continue and take another body. Whatever comes into existence and goes out of existence, it is already dead. It is not real. Therefore, we must be very clear, na jayate mriyate va kadachit, that the Atma never dies. So Atma is called unborn, and also Nitya. The words used here was, where are we? Ajo Nitya Shashvata Vayam Purano Na Hanyate Hanyamane Sharire. Ajaha is unborn, Nitya is eternal. What does Shashwat mean? The third word, Shashwat. Shashwat means that which remains as it is. Water remains as it is in spite of all the modifications that you see. The gold remains as it is in spite of all the ornaments. The mud remains as it is in spite of all the pots. The self remains as it is in spite of waking, dream and deep sleep, body, gross body, subtle body, causal body. All the changes are coming. Seeing, hearing, touching, feeling, tasting, thinking, ideating, etc. So everything is happening. Phenomena is going on full speed. But the self remains the self. Just like this light. The light remains light. I am talking for last 1 hour, you are moving, people are coming in, out, furniture is changing. Nothing is, a light is not affected. In its light you are able to do it now. But is the light affected? No. Same way. The inner light, that is the Atma, it is as it is. And why is it as it is? Because it has got no parts, like the body has its parts, and it has got no qualities, like where eye has the quality of vision, ears have the quality of hearing. Atma has got no qualities. These are the two reasons. It has got no parts and it has got no qualities or attributes. And therefore it is as it is. Then what does it say? Purano means, Puranaha means ancient, that which is from the beginning. You cannot find out when it started, and therefore, and the other word was na hanyate hanyamane sharire, meaning neither it can kill nor it gets killed. So because Atma does not have any limbs, so it has no parts, so there is no limb, it has got no qualities. Therefore, that which has got no parts and no limbs, it is Purana, is the most ancient one. Puran means ancient. See, each word, if you keep applying it on yourself right now, that you are essentially that one which we are talking about. Bhagwan is talking about. If you say, I have studied Bhagavad Gita, I am growing, I am doing sadhana, I am maturing, I am becoming wiser, I can remember this chapter, I can remember that chapter. Don't fool yourself. This is not equal to wisdom. Wisdom is being established in the self as the self. Growth means, what do we know as growth? In childhood, we were studying as 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. Then we came to higher classes. Then we were doing physics, chemistry, mathematics. Then we came to college, we did PhD. So there is growth going on. Education, growth in education, growth in your intellect, growth in your knowledge, growth in your vocabulary. Growth means addition, correct? You're adding knowledge to yourself. But who are you? Atma. What is Atma? Complete. How can something be added to it? How can something be added to it? In Atma, there is no growth and there is no reduction. It is complete. So we see that in this verse it is told, Hanti, what was the word? That the Shad Vikaras, they are not there in this pure self, and the self is neither the Karta nor the Bhorta, and that all these the self is independent of all the Shad Vikaras, and therefore the self is neither the doer nor the enjoyer. Then the next verse comes, Veda Vena. We already read that, but I'll just read it. Veda vinashinam nityam yaenam ajam avyayam katham sapurushav partha kam ghatayati hantikam. Here he says that this Atma, this Atma which was referred as Nityam, eternal, Avyayam, etc., he who knows the real meaning of the self, will he ever think of himself as the doer or the enjoyer? So what do? We don't want to think. Now we have been coming to satsang. No, whatever the Lord wills. It's the Lord who is calling me to the Kailash. It is true. If something happens in between, I don't know why he forgot me. I don't know why he created this situation. Maybe he doesn't love me. Maybe I was falling short in my devotion. Maybe I was falling short in my faith. Maybe I was not thirsty for union with him. We start plodding on to ourselves such type of guilts. Who are you? That there again, what have we done? We have objectified the Lord as Kailash or as Bhagavan, and then if things don't go according to your wishes, then we feel bad that Lord has rejected me, Lord has abandoned me. And so here, understand that you are not the doer, you are not the enjoyer, therefore you cannot kill nor can be killed. Therefore, in this creation, in this war, O Arjuna, nobody kills and nobody gets killed. Again, the manyness of the Atma expressing through the bodies is also an illusion. There is only one Atma. We do not, our scriptures do not accept that there is one Atma there, one Atma there, one Atma here, one Atma here. Multiple Atmas. So one Atma begins from here and concludes. Kahan pe bhai? But it was formless, it was attributeless, it was partless, it was beginningless. So where does he begin and where does he conclude? When you look at him, he begins from here, but where is your attention? On the body. Are there parts in the space? Can you create different parts of space? Can't. Space is homogeneous. Similarly, Atma is homogeneous. One must think of themselves as the homogeneous, pure consciousness which is pervading everything. But when your attention is on the body, then only this body I am pervading. No, you are pervading the whole creation, gross, subtle and causal. So, where are we? पेज कैसे गायब हो जाता है? हाँ. So in our culture, in our Sanatan Dharma, the Varnashram is given. What is that Varnashram? Ashrama, Brahmachari, Grahastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasi. Who is Sannyasi? Who is the Brahmachari? Who is putting efforts? Grahastha putting more efforts. Vanaprastha slowly giving up the efforts, but not given up yet. That is vanaprastha. And who is sannyasi? Who has given up karma, who has given up efforts, and therefore sannyasi is free from all karma, and therefore the and what is sannyas? Sannyas is not wearing these clothes. Sannyas means samyak nyas. Samyak nyas means proper placement of all that there is. And what is the proper placement? We use the words, but we don't understand. Now, in these 2-3 verses, what we explained, what is Atma, that it cannot be killed, it cannot be the killer, you understood it. You understood that you are the Atma, which is other than the waker, dreamer, and sleeper. You understood that the Atma is not going through any change. It is the body which is going through the change. So what are we doing? What is samyak nyas or sannyas? Sannyas is learning to properly place every data that you have in the right manner, with the right understanding. So what is the major three or six things? What is this Atma? What is God? Or who am I? What is this Jiva? Who is God? And what is this world? You have to first understand. And then you have to understand, what is my relationship with God? What is my relationship with the world? What is the relationship of God with the world? And what is the relationship of me with myself? Once this proper placement is done, once the furniture is properly placed in this room, it looks beautiful. Otherwise, it's a big mess. When all the thoughts in your mind are properly placed, then the mind is beautiful. Then when you considering yourself to be the father, mother, daughter, sister, body, breath, mind, intellect, waker, dreamer, sleeper, when you understand all this is you at this moment, this is what you consider. Once you know what is the position of each one of them, no confusion. This is sannyas. And when you know what is the correct position of everything, you cannot be the doer. You cannot be the doer. Water is not the doer of waves or the creator of waves. Water is water. No identification. So here it is told, another meaning of other than proper placement is sannyasi is he who has given up. He is not taking sides. He is not taking this side or that side. He is staying in the middle. And therefore sannyasi is the adhikari to know the truth, because he is not taking any standpoint. Therefore, all our scriptures are speaking the language of paradox. There is no conclusion. Continuing. Now, in the 22nd, this is also very famous verse. How this Atma is not modifying, or in other words, the non-modifying aspect of the Atma is brought out in this 22nd verse. Vasansi jirnani yatha vihaya, Vasansi jirnani yatha vihaya, Navani grunhati naro parani, Navani grunhati naro parani, Tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani, Tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani, Anyani sanyati navani dehi, Anyani sanyati navani dehi. Together, वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि. Here it says, as a person casts off worn out clothes and takes on new ones, even so the self discards worn out bodies and enters into new ones. जैसे जीर्ण वस्त्र सांडिजे मग नूतन वेढिजे तैसे देहांतराते स्वीकारिजे चैतन्यनाथे. He says, even as a person throws away his old clothes and dons new ones, so the Lord of intelligence takes on another body. Just like a snake, he goes between the two branches in the summer, and as he goes through, the skin is left behind and he gets a new skin afterwards. Same thing, grasshoppers also do that. And when we look at this verse at a surface level, it seems to be true. Yeah, when this one body is gone, then the next body is taken. There is continuity, and the jiva or the man, he throws this present body and takes on a new body. But here the topic in these verse number 10 to verse number 30, the topic is not jivatma. The topic is not the soul. The topic is not the individuality. The topic is not the ego. The topic is not the body. Topic is that indestructible principle, the continuous, all-pervasive principle, which is the pure self that you are. And that Atma Tattva is the topic of discussion, and on it the bodies come and the bodies go, just as many clothes. Even in the, why you have to go to another year? In the morning we are wearing some other clothes, now we are wearing some other clothes. When we go to bed, again we will change these clothes and get into another clothes. So clothes have come and gone. You as a body have remained the same. Similarly, bodies have come and gone. You as the consciousness have remained the same. Waking dream and deep sleep have come and gone, but you as the witnessing consciousness remains the same. Apply it in every. Breaths have come and gone, but you continue to be the same. Thoughts have come and gone, you continue to be the same. Days have come and gone, you continue to be the same. Past has come and gone. Present is there. Every moment it is becoming the past, and future is coming, but you still remain the same. Nothing has changed. Atma continues to be the Atma. Therefore, this verse, Vasasi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grannhati naroparani, is not talking about transmigration of soul. Here the principle is being given, that you continue to be the same. Water continues to be water. Waves come and go. Gold continues to be gold. Ornaments come and go. You as the Atma continue to be the same. Bodies come and go. Why you have to wait for death to realize that next birth is there or not? Has the childhood not come and gone? Has the teenage not come and gone? Has the youth not come and gone? Is every year not coming and going in your life? Is every moment the body not changing? So how many bodies have you changed in your entire lifespan till now? So many cells have come and so many cells have gone. But you have continued to be the same. You don't feel you have changed. When you put your attention on the body, then you feel, oh, I'm getting old. When you put your attention on breath, oh, my breath has become slow and shallow. Am I dying? Then you put your attention on the mind. Oh my God, I can't remember. Am I getting dementia? Put attention on Atma, you are complete. Don't put on any other unwanted stuff. So understand, there is only one Paramatma on whom many individuals have come and gone. There is only one water on whom many waves have come and gone, each wave having an individuality. Each ocean having a total expression. But water continues to be water. Oh no, oh, I am the wave number 1 Atma, wave number 2 Atma, wave number 3. But all of them are nothing but water. So who are you? Are we 4? No, essentially we are 1. Do we know that? No. Why we don't know? We're too identified with this body. Then what do? Go to Kailash. No oxygen, no thinking. Body disidentified. See? So when you talk about that Dronacharya will be killed or Bhishmacharya will die and your brothers will, the Kaurava army will die, yes, you will see them dying, but nothing has happened. You will see waves dying, waves being born, but actually nothing has happened. Why? Water is continuing to be water. You see the cloud, oh beautiful blue sky, then there is a rainbow on the sky, then there is different colors at the sunrise and sunset in the sky. But sky continues to be sky, it doesn't go through any changes. Sky continues to be sky. What is its quality? Colorless. So recognize that when consciousness expresses through the body, this is a very important point. When consciousness or Atma expresses through the body, it is not an activity. When water expresses through a wave, it is not an activity. It is not a movement. When gold is expressing through an ornament, it is not a movement. Kriya means movement, isn't it? Activity. Very, very subtle point. Then that water in the wave gets identified with the form which is non-existing and becomes the doer. Dekho pagalpatti. This is what we are doing. So we are essentially the Atma, the pure consciousness. Then why cannot I realize that? Because you are too identified with the body. No, but I am clear. I understand what you are saying, Swamiji. I understand what Jnaneshwari Maharaj is saying, Swamiji. I understand what Gita is telling, Swamiji. But why I still keep thinking in the wrong way? Because of identification. Then what do you have to do? Give up. How do you give up? Stop talking about it. Stop thinking about it. Then what do? Think of Atma. Talk of Atma. Now how Here we are in the 23rd verse. Now, how this Atma is free of all activity, that there is no kriya, there is no movement of, like in our movies, they show the soul is leaving this body and going and entering into another body. Is the space leaving this room and going into, when this house is destroyed, does it go and enter into another building? Does it? No. Atma also doesn't. So it's akriya, kriya and akriya. So how it is free of all activity, this Atma? So here it is told, we'll just read it and then conclude for today. Enough. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, nainam dahati pavakaha, nachainam kledayantyapo, nachainam kledayantyapo, nashoshayati marutaha, nashoshayati marutaha. Together. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, nachainam kledayantyapo, nashoshayati marutaha. We'll look at this verse and the 24th verse in our next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om.